My name is Natalie Bomstead, and I am joined here today by my trusty friend and colleague, Charlie, the dog. Today on our Wellbeing Break with Wello, we are going to talk about movement. And our tip and trick for the day is, and our challenge to you is, can you still get your 30 minutes of movement in a day? So I know with recent circumstances, many of our lives have been disrupted, and with that comes a disruption to potentially our normal workout or physical activity patterns. So our first kind of tip on how to get those 30 minutes a day would be to check with some of our local fitness institutions, businesses. Many of them have started to put online free virtual classes. I know I've seen yoga studios who have done a lot of virtual classes. So this may be an opportunity to continue to do things that you already know and love from the comfort of your home, but while properly socially distancing. This may also be an opportunity for you to kind of get your kids involved or try something new. So if there is, for instance, a class or a yoga course that maybe you've kind of been on the fence of trying, this might be a nice opportunity for you to try that and maybe fall in love with a different type of movement that you haven't before. The second piece is to know that our trail systems are still open for business. So if you have an opportunity to, things like the Fox River Trail or the East River Trail, you can still go out properly socially distanced and experience and get your 30 minutes of movement in per day with your family. And this is also a free way of doing that. And the third way, and personally one of my favorites, is to re-engage with your neighborhood. So currently we are walking in my neighborhood, and one of the things that I think is really fun about kind of re-engaging here is you tend to notice things that you may not have noticed before. So this is really an opportunity for us to kind of slow down, reconnect, and recenter with ourselves and with our neighborhood. A really fun kind of activity that you may want to do with your family, something that my dad used to also do with us growing up, was we would take nature walks. And so we actually grew up in more of a rural area, but you could do this in either rural or urban areas. And we would kind of make a list of what the things that we thought we would find today on our walk. And so potentially today you could go out and you could make a list of different things that you might see on your walk within your neighborhood. So for example, I would definitely put on my list, can we see squirrels? My neighborhood is full of squirrels. So it may be, how many do you think you're going to see today on the walk? It may be identifying different pine cones, different types of leaves, different types of things that are unique to your community, into your neighborhood. So this is a good way of getting out, getting that 30 minutes of movement, and then also making it fun for you and your family and your kids to do so. And lastly, what I would like to say is that I have been seeing a lot of really great messages in the community area. So for one, I want to show you this really great message here. I hope that you can kind of see that. It says, have a sunny day with no corona. Kids in our area have been using chalk art to really raise the spirits of different neighbors in the community as we've been walking around. So this is another great opportunity to get those kids out, writing some really positive messages for your neighbors in the community. So in all, our big tip today is to try to get out and still maintain that 30 minutes of movement, or put another way, can you limit your sitting and sleeping to 23.5 hours a day? So there is a great video that we're going to post in our comments below that talks about the science of why that's so important for our health and for our well-being. And we also encourage you to kind of post some of the things that you're doing with you and your family and your friends to continue to get those 30 minutes of movement. We hope that you all take care and that you continue to do and be well.